appreciate you. So the last week has been, I'm sitting there thinking, how do I sum up 20 years in 20 minutes, right? And it's I don't quite know. And you guys don't got to stand at attention, man. I don't want you guys going down. I don't quite know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do my best. So what I figured I'm going to do, I'll start with my family, and if I start coming undone, I can rally at the end and finish strong. So I'm going to talk about my family, then I'm going to talk about my friends, and then finish up with the Marine Corps. All right. So my wife Allison, we will be together 20 years this summer. All right. Next month is our 19th wedding anniversary. All right. Our first 7 years. In our first 7 years, I proposed to her not on, but right around Christmas Eve, 2006. We got married February 24th, 2007. We left to go to First LAR March 2007. And then my first day of work, I found out that she found out she's pregnant. And I'm going to Iraq in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. And over the next 7 years, Iraq twice, Afghanistan, 10-month turnarounds, Mojave Viper, multiple Steel Knights for the Blue Diamond guys that know what that is. Kids, you name it. She did it. Mama first sergeant, and as a sergeant, multiple deployments while she's working full time. She's got a master's in nursing. She's an RN. She worked in the ICU during COVID. She's probably seen more dead bodies than all of us put together. She's a total fucking badass. And I love her. For my kids, I was deployed to Okinawa a year and a half ago, and I'm thinking of, man, I have to drop my appendix J. And for a lot of you that know me, you know that I really didn't want to retire. Like, I love doing this shit, I do. But the fact of the matter is that it didn't make sense for me anymore to stay on. I've been in 2nd Marine Expeditionary Force for 10 and a half straight years right now. If I go anywhere else, or if I stay in any longer than this, I'm going to leave. And she's got her career. My kid, I got 2 in high school, 2 in middle school. It just didn't make sense. And then when I started really thinking about while I was deployed, like getting ready to put my appendix J in, I started thinking about my kids. So my kids, I got 2 boys and 2 girls. So Mason, I missed his first birthday. Deployed, first Christmas, first steps, first words. Cameron, I missed it. He was born when I was in Afghanistan. I completely missed the birth. When he started doing things and stuff as a little kid, I'm a brand new drone charter. I'm at drone charter school. Birthday, first steps, Christmases, you name it, walking. Aubrey was born while I was a drone charter. After my 10 days, the very next day I go back to work, it's training day 1. And we graduated in the summer, so the very next moment we pick up. And then right after that, then I'm a senior drone charter. Before I blinked, and she's walking, she's talking, and I wasn't there for anything. And I wasn't even deployed. I was just making money. Kylie, birthdays, soccer tryouts. I remember talking to Allison when someone on soccer, and I couldn't beat her. I'm like, man, it sucks, man. And for that, I'm sorry. Mason, you didn't really have an option because you're 18. He's 18 now. I turned 18 like last week. But for the rest of you guys, to me, at this point in time, has priority. It does. So for you guys, this is for you. These are certificates of appreciation, and you guys can do what you want with them, but I just want you to know I love you. From here on out, the times that we spend together is going to take. You might have somebody else. Yeah, I didn't put it in order. Sorry. I promise to be quicker than my promotion. All right, for those of you guys who are here for that. So, all right, my mom. It's my mom over here. So for some of you that know me, you know, but some of you might not. But so my dad died when I was 8. He got cancer and he passed away. And I'm one of 3. My brother's 2 years older than me, and my sister's a year younger. And my mom was a single mom, a nurse in New Jersey, and raised us by herself. And we were not good kids. I was a total screw up. Barely passed high school. I was in summer school every summer, not because I'm dumb, just because I was just bad, right? I was just a bad kid. And my mom did a great job. And I appreciate that. Like growing up, you know, there was a lot of, like at an early age, I learned that, number one, life's not fair. Nobody's going to give you shit. If anything, they're going to take it away. All it is pain. But I also learned perseverance. And I learned that if you learn to live with pain, then you won't complain. And if you do complain, nobody cares. So shut up. Right? So I learned that at a young age, and a lot of that type of mentality got me in a lot of trouble until I joined the Marine Corps. And then the Marine Corps, like, yeah, this is great, right? And it really helped me. Thank you for everything you did, man. I really appreciate it. Bob and Kathy Young are my mother and father-in-law. So they when Allison started going to nursing school, I was a gunny. I was an acting first sergeant. I was in zones that year, and I got selected. And you know, said I want to go to the infantry. I want to be a rifle company first sergeant, and I want to go in the Navy. And I got all of this shit. General Sullivan was my new commander on that very deployment. And she never was like, whoa, no, or hey, hold on, or anything I ever wanted to do. And I've done everything I ever wanted to do as a Marine, ever. She's never said, well, what about this, or well, what? She always was there, no matter what. So she's going through nursing school. I get selected, I get called the next day, hey, you got orders to 2-6, you're going there in about 60 days. And initially she goes, well, I'll drop out of nursing school until you're done with 2-6, and then I'll pick it back up or whatever. And we go to Mexico for our 10th wedding anniversary. And we come back, my in-laws are at the house and watching the kids while we're gone. And my father-in-law just buys a house on the same street as us. Just flat out, okay, here you go, here, buy this house. And they moved down so that she can go to school. They moved down so they could help with the kids because I wasn't there. And would let her focus on what she needed to focus on for her career. So I'm forever indebted to you guys. I love you guys. Yeah. I got a whole bunch of other family here. My sister's here. A lot of my in-laws are here. My Aunt Donna, my cousin. There's just a lot of people here, and it means a lot that you guys are here. I love you guys. Uncle Bob and Andrea, like the fact that you guys are here to celebrate this with me, I really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you for making the trip now. When it comes to friends, Marines, is people that I've come across throughout 20 years, right? First and foremost, I want to highlight right here, Mr. Ken Fisher, sitting behind here. Vietnam vet, medically retired, Lance Corporal, Bronze Star recipient, just a badass. He's just a badass American, just a badass American, right? He owns some kind of carting or shipping company or something in Pennsylvania, right? And I come across him. I was a senior drill instructor. My last cycle as a senior drill instructor. His son Mike, who's sitting right next to him, is one of my recruits. And he is sending, you know, protein bars and all this shit for the whole platoon. It was awesome, right? We want 5 PFT, CFT. I think our average PFT score was like a 270. It was badass. Badass platoon. We wanted, I think, everything we can win that cycle. It was a great cycle. But over the years, we always stayed in touch. And what I'll never forget about Mr. Fisher is we got back from the MU, and right into Florence, right into Hurricane Florence is coming in. They live in Erie, Pennsylvania. He calls me up. I'm on my way to Jacksonville, North Carolina. Do you need a generator? I just bought like a trailer full of generators. No, man, I got one. I appreciate it. He's like, I need Marines that need one. And no shit, he came down here and just provided for people knowing that this hurricane was going to completely crush us. You're a great American, man. I love you, brother. I really do. And I can't tell you how much it means for you to be here right now. All right. LAR. I got some buddies last night, so before my promotion, 4 years ago, most of this same crew shows up at my house, and we start drinking, obviously, and we're drinking whiskey, and it ended crazy, and the next day was a struggle bus. So we did the right thing last night, and I got a where's Carlos at? Or whatever. And it's my recruiter, man. 30-year retired Sergeant Major. Thanks for being here, brother. He calls me and he goes, listen, you need to stop drinking. I had probably 3 different, Sergeant Major Seattle called me, said the same fucking day, hey man, you need to stop drinking and start thinking, so you're underneath tomorrow. So I appreciate the call. But these guys, we did it well, but I got, Kyle Maxwell, Daniel, Vicky Venegas, Josh Bass is here. These guys were from like early first deployment, LAR type shit. I love you guys. I'm so excited you're here. Preston Mosier, Chief Warrant Officer 5, yes, they do exist. It's probably the first time he's worn camis in years. But, dude, he gave me an epic ass chewing one time when I was a corporal and he was a sergeant. And then we did a couple of deployments together. And then I picked up sergeant, he picked up staff sergeant. And I'm excited to see you, man. He's a long time Pendleton, Okinawa transit guy. Never been on the East Coast, and he's finally here. So I appreciate the fact that you're here, man. LER set the standard, set the foundation for me, right? It was 4+ of the best years of my life. We really started our family there. I went Castillo. Yeah, he was in LA as well. Overtime, Mike Castillo. Appreciate you guys to see you there, man. Appreciate it, you do. But yeah, after that, I go to the drill field. 3 years there, and what I will tell you is 3 years of pain, 3 years of discipline, 3 years of doing it the right way. The way it's supposed to be done for the right reasons. Tyler hit it where, hey, we came in at a certain time and there was a lot of hat hazing going on, and we didn't have that as much in our company, and I would agree. Sergeant Major Bemba, Sergeant Major Alston, Sergeant Major Jake for Sage, the meanest dude in 2nd Marine Division, was down there, and I worked 2 cycles with him as a green belt, and then we were seniors together on my 5th cycle, and I credit dudes like that for making that change, for getting out of the mindset of, oh, I came to Parasam earlier, so I'm going to treat you a certain way. And he didn't stand for that bullshit because he's a warfighter, and he just knows, hey, this is the billet that I'm doing. Number 1. Number 2, I'm going to do it better than you. And number 3, I don't care that you wear a black belt and I wear a green belt. And I really appreciate that out of you, man. The first stages are Parasite, all of you in here, man. Lifelong friends. Lifelong. I haven't seen Venegas in like 17 years. And last night, we never left each other, man. I love it. I appreciate you. I love all you guys. I appreciate you guys being here. Chris McMillan in the back, the McMillan family. Like, they might as well live in my house with me, like that. And the same thing, like we can bring our whole clan over there, and it's like we're one family. I love it. I really do. I appreciate that all you guys are here. I don't think I have anybody here from Maintenance Battalion, but there's one guy I want to give a shout out to, Sergeant Major David White. He retired at 1 MiG out in Pendleton, but that guy put so much effort and everything into me. When I was a gunner sergeant, he takes me, puts me in a acting first sergeant role. No matter how much, sir, we were at common time, but yeah, he was at me, we were at Maintenance Battalion. And how much they're jumping up and down trying to get me to come back to the company. Sergeant Major White really put his foot down with the CEO and saying, like, no, he needs to do this job. And for a year, I did it as a gunny. How many times I got the call, gunny, come upstairs. And I go up there and I'm sitting there, and that wasn't, he would never chew my ass, but just hard corrections. Hard correction. Another LAR guy from our first gun, Sergeant Major White. But I wish he was here, but I got to give a shout out to him. 79th Company, where are you at? All right. Flux Company, 2-6, unbelievable company. In the program, there's a picture of now Gunny Dellinger as a corporal in a NCO promotion panel with me, Seth Collard, retired first sergeant in the back, Jack Ramsey, Sergeant Major 1-6, and Justin Cron, who's an A-Star Major on the MEU right now in the Mediterranean. Like, that was the leadership of that company. You know what I mean? Powerhouse company. It was fucking awesome. I love that you guys are here, and I can't wait to drink a beer with you later. Comm Battalion. Major Wolf, retired. Major White in the back. Man, I haven't said, but we'll catch up in a bit. What I will tell you about Comm Battalion, getting over there, people will say, man, there's all this weird shit going on in the Marine Corps. There's all this, oh my God, these standards and all this other stuff. And, you gotta run a 210 PFT. And I just think back, me and Captain White, that was our policy at Comm Battalion 7 years ago. That's all that is demanding out of your Marines, period. It's nothing new. It's nothing new. It's the same stuff that good commanders have done forever. It is, but now it's just being forced, which is, it's sad that it had to be forced, but whatever. We had it right all those years ago. Look at us now. After I leave this company, I go over to service company, Major Wolf, dude, awesome time. Awesome time. What I would tell you about Major Wolf, led every hike. Without PT, 95% of every single person in this room right now, absolute beast. Led from the front always. I love you, brother. Just what I expect a company commander to be like, right? Fast forward, 2-8, America's Battalion. Absolute phenomenal town. And I know the first sergeants from tracks are like, oh my God, because I never meant to be like, oh, my first sergeant's at 2-8, my first sergeant's at 2-8. But it just wound up being like that. I'm sorry, but I will say they're all sergeant majors now. And you guys are next. You guys are. So 2-8, phenomenal. Bridgeport, ITX, Jungle Warfare Training Center. 2.5 years, 1,000 miles an hour. Then the Israel shit, right? Which was a good rep at Tidfit, right now? You know what I mean? A good Tidfit rep. So, phenomenal. And then going over tracks as I was there, not as long as I thought I was going to be, but again, still, the people have been great. The commanders I've had, John Landers, phenomenal. Bill Getz, he's somewhere up in the way northeast, but phenomenal. Just good dudes to go through the grind of being on a command team. I couldn't have asked for better first arms, for better commanders. I'll get to you in a second, but I couldn't ask for just better people to do this thing with. Before I really just kind of wrap it up, I'm trying to wrap it up here in the next couple minutes. Master Guns, Matt Harrington, in the back, phenomenal Marine. He is the best Master Gunner Sergeant in the Marine Corps. He is. And if you're a Master Gunny and that offends you, hey, I'm sorry. You know, but it's okay to be second because he's number one. I love you, brother. Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for everything you've done in this time leading up. I've really leaned on you a lot in these last couple months. Tyler, Derek, I can't thank you guys enough for coming and doing this. You know, what was great about the drill field, if there's any Marines in here, most of you, we're all old as fuck, so if there are some young Marines in here, the drill field, you go down there and you find Marines like you. You know what I mean? All of us, we are all wired the same way. You know what I mean? There is no room for mediocrity, period. You suck or you don't. Period. You're a shitbag or you're not. There is no, oh, he's all right, you know? No. So, like, I have found that I really, I've looked at your career. We were both selected for Staff Sergeant out of the Below Zone, same year, you know what I mean? We're coming, and that's why I was like, man, you be a warrant officer? Like, I figured we would be Sergeant Majors together, right? I thought for sure that was gonna happen. He's the Force Combat Cargo Officer for the whole Atlantic Fleet. He's going to be a Lieutenant Colonel LDO off-field sponsor for his entire community. You know what I mean? And it's just great to be able to sit here and say that I've served with Titans, right? Titans of the Marine Corps on the enlisted rank, Sergeant Major, Master Gunnies. You're going to get to the pinnacle. The unicorn sitting in the room, right? Chief Warrant Officer 5, right? General Sullivan, right? He could be coming out in the next couple years, like no bullshit, like in the next 10 years or whatever. I'm serious. And I just had the just complete honor to serve with all you guys, and I can't thank you enough. All right. Let me talk about the Marine Corps real quick. I promise you we are done by 11. If you don't know, after party Angry Ginger 1200, it's 96, and there's no reason why we're not drinking come 1200. All right? So, talking about the Marine Corps, I'm sitting there and I'm looking through some stuff and I'm trying to motivate the crowd. Now, it might motivate you. Some of this might hurt your feelings, and that's okay. Be honest with yourself, right? You don't need to tell anybody else, but be honest with yourself. Some quotes about Marines, not by Marines, okay? Not by Marines. Quote, the Americans are savages. They kill everything that moves. Letter found on a dead German, Bella Wood. You're goddamn right. The Americans on this island are not ordinary troops, but Marines. A special force recruited from jails and insane asylums for bloodlust. Letter of a Japanese dead soldier, Guadalcanal. The safest place in Korea was right behind a platoon of Marines. General Frank Lowe, U.S. Army. We have 2 companies of Marines running rampant all over the northern half of this island, and 3 Army regiments pinned down in the south, doing nothing. What the hell is going on? Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, John Giese, Grenada. And then last but not least, for the old guys, for our generation, a lot of you guys are Ramadi vets in the room. When you're working with Marine and Army units, you immediately notice the difference. The Army's pretty tough, depending on the unit. Some are excellent, others are total trash. Most are somewhere in the middle. Marines are gung-ho no matter what. They will fight to the death, every one of them. All they want to do is just kill. They are badass, hard motherfuckers. Chris Cox, talking about the Marines of Vermont. All right? Where does that mindset come from? Right? Where does that come from? What makes us different? You go to MEX and you sit down and there's 50 idiots sitting there in their stupid polo with their sticker on, and it's like, oh, you're going to Air Force, you're going to, but there's no difference between all of us. There's not. At that moment, there's no difference. The difference is the mindset that happens forged in recruit training through pain. Marines, we're demanded to live up to the impossible. Period. We are demanded to live up to the impossible. Because, number one, never lost a battle, undefeated, Rocky Marciano. You know what I mean? That's the Marine Corps. Go ahead and be that first unit that gets their ass whipped. Go ahead and be that first unit. All of this breaks down when we become less demanding. When a brand new Marine comes to SOI from Paris Army, they are like a new car coming off the lot, right? And for years I've heard, oh, so-and-so's fucked up. Oh, I blame the drone structures. No. Sorry. They are basically trained Marines. Car rolling off the lot. I don't give a shit if you have a Ferrari. If you don't change the oil, it will break down. All right? And where you stop seeing that constant demanding is when leaders, it's our fault. It is. If you don't want to demand, because now it's going to take your time. Now it's going to take your effort. Oh, I got to stay late now and watch him do EMI. I'd rather not do that. I'm just going to write a charge sheet on it. All right? That's how it breaks down. We need to stay hard, stay tough, and it's on us to keep that shit going. Often, people don't get to see the little seeds that they plant and grow, right? I've been very fortunate to have the opposite happen. There's Marines in here that I remember served with when they were Lance Corporals, served with them again as Staff NCOs. They could go on to become officers, gunners, you name it. I've been very blessed to have been able to see that. All right, I've been very blessed to watch all my shithead NCOs that I had to smash day in and day out because they would have took their goddamn green skivvy shirt in on the view, and the new commander said it would be tucked in, and when you transfer the ship to the gym, and every reason, oh, I can't. Now I look at them, and they're staff NCOs, they're officers, and like I've seen they come full circle, and I couldn't be prouder. I see my first sergeants from my last battalion. Now they're peers of mine. Now they're in positions of leadership all over this division, all over the map. And I got the next ones in the chute that are going to do the same thing. There was a time, I would say once I got off the depot, to me winning became more about when my Marines win, I win. Every meritorious sport, I'm winning them. I'm going to take all the quotas, every medal, every award. I'm going to sweep it all. If your Marines aren't successful, you suck. Period. If your Marines are not successful, you aren't doing it right. If your Marines don't seek you out for guidance, regardless of where you are, regardless of how many seeds in between you, time zones, whatever, if they are not contacting you after you guys split apart, you're not as good as you think you are. You're not. assigned. They're chosen by the mentee. If you don't have mentees, you're not as good as you think you are. So, I would wrap it up with, hey, it has been the honor of my life to be a Marine. I've loved it, man. I've done everything I've ever wanted to do. I've served in combat. I've made Marines. I've had accolades and all this other crap. I was a rifle company first sergeant. Dude, that means something, man. It does. I was an infantry battalion sergeant major. That means something, you know what I mean? I loved it. I was at 2nd AA Battalion, Tarawa, 1st Wave, like historical fucking units, man. It's been great. And all these sweet uniforms and Kiwi polish. I think my leathers might be, I'm not as good as yours today. I was drinking beer last night. But, like, make no mistake, all these badass uniforms, medals, ribbons, all. Don't lose sight of the fact that this organization exists to end human life. Period. That's the only reason we exist. Nothing in nature respects weakness. Nothing. Nothing in nature respects weakness. It is on all of us, and I even say me too, and I'm retired now, but, you know, to ensure that the institution keeps going. Demand on your Marines. Demonstrate by your own example the highest standards of personal conduct, morality, and professional skill. I love you all. Semper Fidelis, Spirit Discipline.